Peachtree Ridge High School, and I would just like to welcome everyone to the great state of Georgia, because the president won this state decisively last year because of the people that put him in office. And those people are a diverse coalition of communities of color, especially here in Gwinnett County. And I know that the president does not take his chances when it comes to courting the voters. And I am especially grateful for his work for the Asian American, Native Hawaiian, and Pacific Islander community. And so my remarks are going to come a little bit off the handle and off the top, but I know that it is necessary to ensure our safer communities here in Georgia. Last week, I attended the wake of a young man named Timothy Henderson. He was 18 years old and he graduated from my high school, Peachtree Ridge, and he was shot and killed. He was shot and killed as a victim of gun violence in an armed robbery gone wrong. I attended that wake with the vice mayor of Lawrenceville and myself, and all I had to say was there should be no person so young in a casket. It is common tradition in our society and societies all over the globe for parents who are getting older and eventually pass away to be buried by their children. In the United States, it seems to be the opposite, in which we have an issue where mothers are having to bury their sons and daughters because we have Republicans in our legislature and our Congress who refuse to do anything about it. This young man was a graduate of my school. He was class of 2023. I was a sophomore when he left, and I just cannot imagine what his mother is going through, in which I met with last week. I am also proud in this moment to also promise his mother that we are going to change things, not only in Gwinnett County, but in the state of Georgia and nationwide. Now, people might ask me not to politicize the issue of gun violence. It's true that this issue affects everyone on all sides of the aisle, but it has to be called out that there is one side of this aisle that refuses to do anything about it, and that is the Republican Party, and that is the party of Donald Trump. Just this weekend, as the past speaker stated, former President Donald Trump was at the National Rifle Association's annual convention in Fort Worth, Texas, and I have to say that his commitment to the gun lobby is inappropriate, and it needs to be checked. And the way we do that is at the ballot box. I'm also happy to announce that I'll be turning 18 a couple weeks before the November election, and it is my intention to proudly cast my ballot for the Biden-Harris ticket this November, because I understand that the stakes are too high in this election, in any election, but especially this one. And so everyone here understands the importance of our electoral votes in this process. We were the ones that essentially gave the president the White House in November in 2020, and it is our job as people that care about the epidemic of gun violence to continue voting in good people that will prevent this issue. And those people just so happen to have a D right next to their name. And the person on top of that ballot, I know him, I know his people. They are committed to making sure that a tragedy like this never happens again. And on my last note, I should also speak about a mass shooting that happened that affected our Asian American, Native Hawaiian, and Pacific Islander community. And that was the March 16th shooting that took the lives of 8 people, 6 of them being of Asian descent. You know, I spoke with Michael Webb, the former spouse of a woman that was killed in that attack, and it's heartbreaking. You know, I wish that this issue is relegated to the dustbins of history, and it will be so arcane and so chaotic, the fact that we ever allowed this to happen. But I know that one day we're going to make that change. And it just so happens that if we give President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris 4 more years, we are one step closer to achieving that reality. And so I would like to thank everyone that attended today. This mission is extremely important. And like I said, I will be casting my ballot proudly for President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris. And I hope you will join me in doing the same. Thanks so much, everyone.